And we're back with more exciting adventures from the man cave. I am Chris,
I am Mark.
and together we form the incredible Hokes. Today we are shooting before the Dallas Green Bay game. So this is our before Dallas or before Green Bay victory face. I'm hoping it's a before Dallas victory face.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
So,
We'll do a post
so before our dreams are completely trampled, here we go.
or they get extended for another week.
Yeah.
One of the two things will happen. In keeping with the Dallas Cowboys pre-devastation or celebration phase, you have a topic.
Well, folks, Jerry Jones, he's in the running to be in the Football Hall of Fame.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canada.
Yep. Now, it occurred to me, I've been thinking about all the controversies the NFL's had the last 5 years.
Sure.
And I'm like, who is the most polarizing man in the NFL? And that's our question. And
In history or like now?
Currently.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, well, Jerry Jones, I would have said like 10 years ago, he would have been the first choice. I'm not sure Jerry now can claim to that. I would say Roger Goodell is the most polarizing man.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or second might be Tom Brady, because a lot of people are ticked off about the Deflategate.
Deflategate. I would say if you're a football fan, if reading football stuff and following football, not just with the game, but like all the stuff, the soap opera that is football, I would say Goodell is probably the most polarizing man in the NFL. Now, if you're a casual fan, you might have a different answer. You might say Richard Sherman, or you might say, Jameis Winston, or because he had like assault charges in college.
Oh yeah.
You might say something like that.
Yeah.
You might say something like that. But speaking in terms of a pure like, hey, I follow football, I follow all the ins and outs, I read the websites, all that kind of stuff. That guy,
Yeah.
I'd say it had to be Goodell, because he overpunishes. He takes a lot of the fun out of the game. He's kind of like the movies where like they instill martial law, but that one general goes too far.
Right.
When they brought him in to be the sheriff, they needed a sheriff.
They did.
But now it's like, holy God, could you back off just a hair? Like,
Yeah.
Last thought before you go and take the rest of the way. Ezekiel Elliott, they had to come out and publicly say they would not fine you for the kettle thing.
Right.
On Thanksgiving?
I believe it was.
Whatever game it was that
I
he
believe
jumped
it
into the Salvation Army kettle.
Yeah.
So the fact that they even had to come out and say, hey, we're not going to fine him for that, should speak volumes. Because a normal, rational human being would go, this is so fun. That was such a neat little thing. It gave great free publicity to the Salvation Army. So the fact that they had to publicly say, hey, we won't fine you, speaks volumes. Go ahead.
Well, and to continue with that, fans totally expected Goodell to punish Zeke for that. So there was a group of fans that were sending in $21 donations as kind of an FU to Goodell. And like $21, okay, here you go, Salvation Army, take that, NFL. And they raised, like, it was at least double or almost triple what they normally take in for donations. So fans sense it. Fans are kind of like, Goodell, he's kind of all over the map to them.
No fun league.
And I know for a fact the players don't like him.
No.
So his support is really the ownership, and they're like, look, we know that we've asked you to be the bad guy and go in there, and a lot of stuff, it makes you unpopular. But in the long run, you're holding the players' feet to the fire with the CBA agreement. That's what all this is about, is keeping that deal in place and keeping players kind of in line until they have to redo this thing. But I'm going to tell you right now, whenever this deal's up, I think in 2020, the mess is going to hit the fan, okay?
I think the more interesting question that you sort of started with is not so much who's the most polarizing is, does Jerry Jones even deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? That's the question. So real quick,
okay,
let's do it in a minute or less. Real quick, does Jerry Jones deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? I would say yes, although I do have my reservations about it. I'd say ultimately, if you're the owner that can make the #1 franchise financially in ratings, and you win 3 Super Bowls, what else could he have done? So I do have some reservations on the guy, but yeah, I think he should be in the Hall of Fame.
I think yes, Jerry Jones deserves the Hall of Fame on the basis of his marketing and his influence with the economic structure within the ownership group. If we're talking about putting together a roster and all that, it's really been only the last 4 or 5 years that it looks like he's starting to do better as an actual GM of putting a good football team on. And that's only because he's backed off and let Steven and Jason do more. So I don't know how much I don't think that's Hall of Fame worthy, but his influence in terms of making the money and the marketing, absolutely.
So screw Roger Goodell and attaboy Jerry Jones with that.